Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So on February the 8th, at least on PC, we get the Scaleblight Summit Adventure. And with this we can unlock a new area on our Dragonbone Vale, which is this northeasternmost section, the Scaleblight Summit. Now with this new area comes, similarly to these other three areas, more of those dragonsight artifacts. So when you go and pick up this quest from Kavalevich, you know you're going to have to go and complete them up there as well. You can see there are 3 more dragonsight artifacts spread out in this area, much like in the bottom 3. Along with that, we also have 3 more mini bosses. Now those mini bosses again will simply just drop us, for now, the clothing and the reagents to upgrade things in the Dragonbone Vale store. You can upgrade your weapons to legendary along with your gear. And this stuff is the stuff you buy for seals, and the weapons are from what you get for digging up the treasures. Now for the mini bosses, many of you have also been asking me about this vendor around the corner. We have this guy, the researcher, and you should be able to trade in those corrupted fragments which you get from mini bosses to be able to buy these vanity pets. You have 1 for each mini boss, and we can see there's a total of 12. Yes, we were missing 3 of them: the Drake Master, the mini Rotcooks, and also Lord Brevier of Thulbane. Now with that we can also buy then some legendary fashion there, along with some gear fashion here as well. You get 2 different crowns there. They don't seem to look any different to me, but right now there's no way to actually access them. With the campaign fully complete, with the adventure fully complete, you can see the campaigns there and the adventures here, all done and dusted. We still can't obtain any of this. You can see, complete the task to unlock these items. So right now there's no way to obtain them, along with the Mythic Gear, which we can preview in the collections. So you can see we have the Mythic Gear, including this new ribcage, which will help out a lot of people who don't want to bother going back to Avernus for the crit strike and crit severity ribcage. And then there's also this legendary shirt and pants, along with legendary rings and some mythic rings. Not that any of them are great. So this new area, let's head there real quick. Unfortunately, there is no fast travel method to get there. Right now, if you're rank 3 or higher on factions, you can fast travel like that to each of the other areas. And then to get to the Scaleblight Summit, you're just going to have to travel there on your mount. Now again, this new area, Scaleblight Summit, won't be available until you can access this adventure, and I believe until you complete it, which again is February the 8th. So what you do is you head over here, and then you're going to have to go and interact with this here, and you'll get popped on the other side of this barrier, and that's how you enter this new area. You may have seen in my previous video, we went and unlocked this area. We had like a storyline kind of thing where we had a different instance, and we had to, in the end, defeat Valindra, who apparently blew up the Mythalar. And apparently we're back here now again. Doesn't really make sense in terms of continuity. But with that said, there are new maps I'd like to show you for the mini bosses and the dragonsight treasures. So if you haven't already seen my previous ones, they'll look very similar to what I've done before. So let's start with the dragonsight artifacts, and we can see all the locations there. Now we have a total of 12 locations, so we can actually complete the quest successfully, the one where you have to get 10 treasures. Previously we only had 9 available to us: 3 in this area, 3 in this area, 3 in this area. Of course, sometimes one of them or other could bug, and you could actually dig it up twice, and that way you could complete the quest straight away. And then we have the final area up top here, and we can see we have those 3 new spots with those dragonsight artifacts. Again, here are the exact coordinates in case you're getting lost. It can also be a bit confusing with regards to height, so I'll actually show you guys all of them after we show you the Miniboss map. Here is the Miniboss map. Again, I've had to squeeze in 3 more of those enemies, those mini bosses, and again they're up there in the top area. So we have our Drake Master Korek, who's just up here. We have our Lord Boromir of Thulbane just over here. He's on a high part, so he's up on a floating island. And then we have the mini Rotcucks just over here. Again, I'll show you all the locations again. A link in the description for both of these maps. Unfortunately, they're not exactly the most high quality, but I'm assuming they'll pretty much do the job in terms of finding where the enemies are, along with this video by me actually showing you guys. So the first dragonsight artifact is just up this little way here, and we have it right here. So that's on the map again, just up over here. So it's very close to the exit here on the northern section, and you just go and interact with that one. The next dragonsight artifact you can actually see off in the distance over there already. We can get our grapple and we can hop over to this island, and it's just up over here. Again on the map, that's just up top here. So again, you'll be able to interact with that and then dig up the treasure. Now the final one is just up this hill here. Once you get to the top, you turn a little left, and it's just here. Again on the map, it's just here. We can have a look around a bit, and you'll be able to interact with that and dig up the treasure. So again, that's the map with those 3 spots that we just showed you. Now for the mini bosses, unfortunately some of them might be killed, and I can only show you the spot of where they were. But first up, we'll go to this guy, and he should be just up this way behind this kind of warped tree. You'll be able to find him just where I'm standing here, and you can also see the preview of where we went and actually killed him. Again on the map, that's just here where I am, and we can have a look around at what it looks like. As for the 2 mini bosses, they're actually very close to one another, and we'll just have to head around this way down to the southern section, and you should find the big skull guy, as we can see right here, Rotcucks. And again, like the other ones, we can just kill him. And once you do, you get like a chance to drop shirt and pants and also corrupted fragments. Now the next guy I had a bit more trouble to find, and he's just up here to our left on top of the island that we are right next to. So we're going to have to find a way to grapple up to it. So if we travel around this way, we can see the grapple there, but we'll just head up this ramp here, and then we should be able to get close enough to grapple over onto the island. There we go. And here we have our mini boss, Lord Boromir. And again, he has the exact same chance to drop the same reagents along with our shirt and pants. You can see you get the ancient dwarven materials from these guys as well, which you'll be using then to upgrade equipment if you really want to go and do so. In my opinion, it's a waste of time. And that again is all those 3 new spots with those mini bosses. So again, this new area, the top area on the map, which is currently closed off to everybody, will only be unlocked on February the 8th on PC. And I believe that's the same time that console actually get module 22. So this map should help you guys on console as well, since it also shows you all of the locations for the mini bosses in all of the areas and all of the dragonsight artifacts there in all of the areas as well. Otherwise, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any way and any news on how to obtain this mythic gear just yet. From my speculation, there seems to be this interesting looking area to the very northeast section of the map. You can see it's a massive and a flat out area with this kind of stonework on the ground with these 2 pillars as well. And for me, this kind of seems to be set up for some big kind of raid boss fight, kind of open world boss fight like we have with the tier 3 Avernus hunt. So potentially we'll have hunts again in this area, please God no, or at least if they do so, they make the drop chances on enemies a lot better than with an Avernus. I absolutely hate that grind. I know some people definitely profit off it, and it can definitely be good for newer players, especially when all the enemies in this area are pretty easy to kill. And potentially, yes, we could have a hunt system, we could have a big boss we have to kill here, and potentially then obtain our mythic gear. It's not likely this mythic gear is going to be easy to obtain. It could even come from a hardcore version of the trial. Oh dear, that'd be a mess. And anyway, That's just my speculation. Hopefully those maps are helpful to you guys when this actually comes live. You can just download those maps and store them in some place so you can actually easily access them again for when this goes live. And if you haven't seen my previous maps, then these are the updated versions for the mini bosses and also the treasures. So again, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of my channel members for helping me keep my channel going. And if I presented this well, consider leaving the video a like. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.